guys, I'm Chris Buck and a very warm welcome to Friday Fretworks. In case you hadn't guessed, this week we're going to be taking a look at that multi-step bend that I just showed you in the introduction. It was from a cover of a track called Girl by Maren Morris that I posted a few weeks ago. And to be honest, I've been inundated with requests, not just for this specific lick, but for the whole track to be tabbed out and kind of, a tutorial video will be posted. So in the fullness of time, I will get around to that. It may be a couple of weeks, just about to head off on tour tomorrow, so everything is absolutely insane at the moment. But I didn't want to miss a Friday Fretworks, and I thought, given the amount of questions I've had about this particular lick, it would be a cool opportunity to just give you the sort of rationale behind it, the theory behind it, as boring as that may be, and the execution, if nothing else. So let's delve right in. So, first thing definitely worth making yourself aware of with this lick is what notes you are playing, and not just the names of the notes, but the relevance in which they have to the overall key of the track. So the key of this particular song, Girl by Maren Morris, is going to be C# major. And the reason this lick works so well or sounds so good is you are essentially outlining notes from that chord, by which I mean the core tones that comprise that chord. In order for this particular lick, you're going to be hitting your major third, your fifth, and then your root, so your first. What I mean by that, so let's have a look at the notes we're actually playing. Take out of it the fact that we're bending, just the notes in which you are aiming for. We have your 6th fret on your B string, which is an F, which means that's the major third. So this your root note, and this your major third. If you ever played a major chord and you're wondering which note it is that decides whether it's a major or minor, it's going to be that. Hence why if that finger is on or off, it decides whether it sounds sad or happy. So your first note is going to be an F, which is your major third. Your next note you're going to move up to is this, which is a G sharp, which if you work that out, if you've ever played a C sharp power chord, there's that note. That's your fifth, hence why power chords are written down as fifth chords. And then last but definitely not least, we have the root, your C sharp. So, as I said, the reason this lick sounds so good is that you're outlining the core tones from that chord. In regard to specific kind of bendings, it's all full tone bends, no half step or anything like that. So it's a bit of a finger workout, but hopefully is, rewarding, I guess, by the time you get there. So as I said, your first note you're going to be bending from is going to be aiming for your 6th fret on your B string. So we're going to be bending from your 4th fret. Hopefully you'll get from that, it's all about being able to hit that bend and then maintain it. Not necessarily having to worry about vibrato or any of that kind of stuff. Just hit the bend and make sure that you're not going anything from that, because it's very easy to sort of or underbend or overbend. Make sure that you're hitting that note and staying on it. Like I said, it's a bit of a finger workout, but it's worth it. So, first bit. So, we're going to essentially repeat the process then, bending from your 7th fret up to your 9th on your B string. But the cool part of this lick is the actual kind of sort of interim period, I guess, between your first bend and your second bend. Inevitably, you can't go from one bend straight into another, so there's going to be a brief period of the string coming down. So we have... So that brief kind of drop, again, it's all in aid of that kind of vocal fluidity that I talk about a lot. It's really a case of getting between those two notes and just emphasising that kind of brief period of non-bent note, I guess. And again, your last note, you're going to be bending from your 12th fret up to your 14th to hit that root note. So, in total, we have a bend on your 4th fret, a bend on your 7th fret, and a bend on your 12th fret. Hitting your major third, your 5th, and your root. That's pretty much all there is to it. The execution of it is the kind of more difficult part, I guess. Making sure that A, you're pitching your bends correctly, and B, you are getting between them, sufficiently quickly or sufficiently smoothly. It can get a little bit ragged, I guess, and it's the temptation is to try and get between them too quickly and end up with a sort of sort of slightly manic kind of feel to it. And as I said, the whole kind of point, the raison d'etre for this particular thing is to make it sound vocal, make it sound fluid, and make it sound smooth, I guess, ultimately. So let's just run it a couple more times. You can do it under its own kind of steam, for want of a better phrase. So that was literally one kind of hit with my right hand, whatever you want to call it. One strike of the string, and, you know, this guitar in particular has great sustain, so it's very easy to do that. But if you want to kind of have more than one hit, I guess that's perfectly valid. The only criticism or kind of slight negative to that, I guess, would be that it sort of detracts from its momentum, I guess, a little bit. But it's awkward to find where to actually kind of hit it as well. Yeah, if you can do it under its own steam, as I said, under the power of one kind of strike, more power to it. But that's pretty much it. As I said, I was getting a lot of questions about this lick in particular. There will be a full rundown of this track with tabs available and all that kind of good stuff coming very soon. It's just a little bit manic at the minute with the tour coming up. I've spent the last day and a half packing t-shirts into boxes, which is what I thought I would be doing when I picked up a guitar for the first time. So it's only rock and roll. Cheers, guys. I've been Chris Black. This is Friday Fretworks, and I shall see you next week for another episode. Cheers, guys. Take care.